All right, Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly horoscope for February 2nd through the 8th, Monday through Sunday. My name is Athen. All right, so we have the full moon taking place in your 8th house this week. A lot of emphasis in regards to your 8th house, also your 2nd house. The 8th house has to do with the deeper elements of life, opening up your transparency. This is where the full moon is going to be. And then your 2nd house of your sense of self-value, your sense of self-worth, also the abundance and resources and finances on a mundane level. But the week starts off on Monday when we've got the Sun sextiling up to Uranus, which is very nice aspect to all these changes that have been taking place with the Uranus-Pluto square. It's coming out of last weekend too, so definitely some good insight, definitely some good understanding perhaps, and enjoyment of these values, the 2nd house stuff. Your Sun has been in your 2nd house, which means you've had the opportunity and will continue for the next 2 weeks to enjoy the things in your life, the things that you have, your abundance, because we all have abundance, and it's about seeing that. And with the Sun there, you're definitely able to see the things in your life that you're grateful for. So you want to tap into that. That's going to create a nice positive energy this week. And enjoy a lot of these things too. Really ask yourself what it is that you value, what it is that you enjoy in life. Monday and Tuesday, for that matter, would be a great 2 days to do that. Now, Mercury is retrograde in there, so you guys are reflecting in terms of that. So, of course, treat it as a learning experience. Now, on Tuesday, we've got that full moon in that 8th house, which has to do with the deeper elements of life from the 2nd house, where the 2nd house is more of the surface level stuff, the material stuff, or the physical stuff. The 8th house is the more etheric, deeper spiritual stuff. So with a full moon here, it's definitely anything you guys have been working on for the past 6 months in regarding the deeper elements of life. Perhaps you're deepening your relationships, if it's been one relationship in particular, relationships in general, deepening to your work, to your home, family, whatever it is, really getting deeper with life and life in general, seeing life and death as a beautiful thing. That's what the 8th house is. It's about change. And that's what you have the opportunity to do, and you've had the opportunity there too, because Jupiter's been transiting your 8th house, which means you guys are definitely seeing the positive and the philosophical implications of change in life and the importance of change. So in either case, a full moon around the 8th is, in the 8th house is definitely about illuminating the change in your life and transformation, but more specifically, it just has to do with your transparency, opening up your inner world to yourself. And as long as you're doing that, as long as you have that transparency, the ability to be open with yourself and open with others in your relationships or open in your work or whatever it is, then there's that flow of the 8th house. It's very powerful actually too. And this is a very positive full moon because it's conjunct up to Jupiter, which is that positivity, but it's also trining up to the Uranus-Pluto square. So definitely this week, enjoy the deeper elements of life. See those, the deeper elements like I was talking about. Be transparent. I think you naturally are. I think especially for those of you who put in energy over the past 6 months, it's a time of culminating and seeing that part of your life very clearly and very fully. Now on Thursday, we've got Mercury sextiling up to Saturn. Like I said, he's been retrograde in your 2nd house of the values, of your sense of self-worth, and these types of things. So from Saturn, Saturn's been in your 12th. This is making sure you guys are being disciplined with your spirituality. You guys are taking your spirituality seriously. And by that, I just mean your present moment, your compassion, and actually living it, embodying it. That's what Saturn represents, is actually being, in this sense, the spiritual, the spiritual elements. So a nice aspect nonetheless with Mercury here. So this whole week, by the way, is full of sextiles, easy opportunities, nothing really catalytic. So it's a good opportunity this week. And around Thursday, it's definitely an opportunity to perhaps get involved more with the spiritual side of life, or get involved more with the financial or material side of life, of these things you really enjoy. In either case, definitely around Thursday, I would suggest definitely continue to treat this whole self-discovery of what's important to you, what you truly value in life, what's really meaningful to you, the things you really enjoy, the simple life, these types of things. You can definitely have a good awareness and put energy into that if anything comes to mind in particular, especially around Thursday. Now on Friday, we got the full moon energy involving the 2nd house and the 8th house again. The Sun's going to be opposite up to Jupiter, so definitely a optimism nonetheless this week, especially on Friday, involving these you know, these 8th house and 2nd house matters for you guys. So you want to bring them together. You want to see how the things that you really value on a material level are, like, how are they deep? What do they really mean to you? Because, like, for example, like money. Well, money is great, but money by itself, I mean, who values the money by itself? Hardly nobody. It's what does that money buy in this sense? It's just an example, but seeing what it is you truly value. Why do you want the money, for example, and seeing why there's this, what it is that you're really connected to, what it is that you really enjoy out of life. This is a good way to bring these two houses together, to balance them, because you don't want to be too extreme. You don't want to be just focused on purely the material stuff, and you don't want to be focused purely on the spiritual, deeper stuff. You want to find that nice medium ground. But if you do, it's very optimistic nonetheless. Saturday, Sunday, Venus sextiling up to Pluto, which is very nice energy for our relationships, again, opportunities. And this is the opportunity for you to express yourself, to communicate, to learn, teach. You've had Venus transiting your 3rd house. So you guys could be definitely, over this whole time period, enjoying learning, teaching, exchanging, communicating. So why not? Especially over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you can definitely find that very, very enjoyable. And again, it's creating these positive changes to your life path, because I mean, to your just life in general, because Pluto has been transiting your 1st house. So you guys are going through some changes. Some you know, Pluto is about you, your identity, yourself, going through changes. Uranus is in your 4th house, has been suggesting that there's changes happening on the home level or the emotional level, things you're connected to on the deeper element. Then the North Node is in the 10th house, which suggests this overall time period is about you putting an energy towards your career or anything public related. That's where you want to focus this whole year, is regarding those career, work, public service level type of things. But in either case, if you enjoy your communications, your siblings, either also is another 3rd house thing, siblings with Venus. But overall, just enjoying your relationships, expressing yourself, and getting deeper with anything you're learning right now would be a very good utilization, and will help you very much with the life path stuff, the big picture stuff. Now on Sunday, we got Venus going over Chiron in that 3rd house, so definitely you guys are healing a lot of the communication stuff, the, you know, learning, teaching, the intellectual stuff perhaps. But Venus going over there is definitely a rejuvenating sort of energy, a topping off of the week, you might say, feeling very healed, very good about these things in the 3rd house, especially if you put energy into them, like I would suggest Saturday and Sunday. All right, Sagittarius, well, I hope you guys have a great week. I want to thank you all very much for all of your support, and I will see you next time. Take care.